Listen this like a wake-up call, not a bedtime story. Stop lying to yourself. You keep telling everyone you're fine, meanwhile you're breaking your own spine trying to hold up people who wouldn't lift a finger for you. That's the real problem. You've trained yourself to bleed for people who don't even care enough to notice the wound. This topic isn't soft or poetic. It's brutal reality. Wasting yourself to keep others happy is the fastest way to destroy your own potential. I'm going to break this part into sharp, logical segments so it hits you clean and hard. 1. The delusion you keep feeding. You think that if you sacrifice enough your time, your energy, your peace, people will finally appreciate you. But here's the truth you keep dodging. People don't respect what they get for free. They respect what they have to earn. Every time you go out of your way to please someone who gives nothing back, you're reinforcing one message. My needs don't matter. Only yours do. And trust me, once you send that signal, you're screwed. People will take advantage of it effortlessly. Not because they're all evil, because you train them to treat you that way. 2. Your worth isn't a discount offer. You're not a clearance sale. You're not water flooding through any crack you find. You're not meant to adjust yourself endlessly so everyone else can stay comfortable. When you twist yourself to fit someone else's expectations, you destroy the parts of you that make you unique. You become a shadow, a background character in your own life. Ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you did something just because you wanted it? Not because someone expected it, not because you were scared of disappointing them, not because you felt obligated. If you can't answer that instantly, that's exactly the problem. 3. The harsh biological reality. Let's get brutally logical. Humans naturally value resources that are scarce and protected. The less available something is, the more seriously we take it: time, money, respect, energy. So when you make yourself available 24/7, emotionally or physically, you're breaking a fundamental psychological rule. You're making yourself cheap. Your time becomes disposable. Your presence becomes an afterthought. Your emotions become background noise. And the worst part? You don't even realize it's happening because you're so focused on keeping others happy. 4. Emotional slavery is still slavery. Stop pretending you're being kind. Half the time, you're being a coward. Yeah, I said it. You don't speak up when you should. You don't set boundaries because you're scared of conflict. You don't walk away even when you're clearly being used. That's not kindness. That's fear wearing a nice mask. You're choosing short-term peace over long-term self-respect. And that choice is slowly killing you. 5. People who deserve you won't require self-destruction. That's clear one thing human. You're not wrong. The problem is who you're prioritizing. You care about feel good. Some people deserve your love, patience, and energy. Most don't. The ones who deserve you won't demand you break yourself. They won't thrive when you shrink. They won't get comfortable seeing you exhausted but still serving them. If someone benefits from your self-destruction, they are not your people. 6. The root of the problem: you don't value yourself enough. Every toxic pattern you're stuck in comes from this single point. You don't believe your happiness is as important as everyone else's. That's why you say yes when you want to scream no, overgive and underreceive. Carry emotional burdens that aren't yours. Put your dreams on hold. Forgive people who don't even apologize. Try to save people who wouldn't even save your number. Stop telling yourself, I'm just being nice. No, you're just scared of choosing yourself. Because the moment you stop wasting yourself on others, you'll finally have to face your own needs, your own emptiness, your own goals, your own demands, your own truth. And that terrifies you more than disappointing anyone. 7. The simple truth you keep avoiding. The more you prioritize others at the cost of yourself, the more invisible you become. Not heroic, not admirable, not noble, just invisible. People don't notice the lamp until it switches off. People don't value a person until that person stops filling the gaps. And you're terrified to switch off because you think the world will fall apart without you. Here's the reality. It won't, but you will. 8. You're not meant to be everyone's lifeline. You can't carry people who don't want to walk. You can't save people who aren't drowning. They're just sitting in shallow water, screaming for attention. You can't be emotionally responsible for every crying soul around you. You're not built to be everyone's fixer. You're built to become the strongest, smartest, cleanest version of yourself. But you can't do that when you're constantly drained by people who mistake you for a charging socket. This script is the slap you needed. The confrontation, the reality check you've been avoiding. You can't stop wasting yourself for others unless you accept the truth. Your life is slipping away because you're always living for someone else's comfort. I will show you exactly what to do about it, how to pull yourself out. Reset your standards, rebuild your identity, and reclaim your energy without apologizing to a single person. Now fix the mess you created. Good. Now that you've accepted the truth, it's time to rebuild. But listen carefully, I'm not giving you soft advice or motivational nonsense. This is a practical blueprint to stop wasting yourself on people who don't deserve a single drop of your energy. 1. Step 1. Cut off your energy leaks. Your life has holes everywhere and you pretend you don't see them. You lose energy through people who only call when they need something. Fake friends who treat you like a convenience. Emotional parasites who feed on your kindness. Family members who use guilt as a leash. Relationships where you give 90% and receive crumbs. You don't need to fight them. You don't need to explain. You just need to shut the damn door. Start by limiting access. No announcements. No emotional speeches. Just less availability, less response, less energy. If someone notices, good. If they complain, even better, it proves they were feeding off you. 2. Step 2. Build a backbone, not a personality. You keep trying to be likable. Stop. Likable people get walked over. Respected people don't, and respect comes from boundaries. The problem? You don't set boundaries because you're scared people will leave? Let them. If someone walks away because you refuse to break yourself for them, they were trash from day one. Here's the rule. If it costs you your peace, the answer is no. If it costs you your dignity, the answer is never. And you don't need to justify your no. Only insecure people over-explain. 3. Step 3. Start choosing yourself like it's a job. You've spent your whole life checking who needs you. Start checking what you need. Every day ask yourself, what drains me? Cut it. What benefits me? Do it. What pushes me forward? Prioritize it. What keeps me stuck? Burn it. Choosing yourself isn't selfish, it's standard procedure for anyone who actually wants to grow. Right now, you're running your life on leftover energy because you spend the best parts of yourself on people who don't matter. Flip it. Give yourself the premium version. Give others the discounted version if they earn it. 4. Step 4. Stop saving people who should save themselves. You have this unhealthy habit of becoming the rescue team for every broken person you meet. Let me break your fantasy. You can't fix people. You can't heal people who are comfortable being damaged. You can't teach self-respect to people who enjoy pity. You can't drag someone forward if they're happy rotting where they stand. Your attempts to save people aren't noble, they're draining you. And most of them don't even want saving. They want attention. Let people face their consequences. Let people take responsibility. Let people fall if they refuse to stand. You're not a superhero. You're a human with limited time and limited mental energy. Stop wasting it. 5. Step 5. Redesign your circle. Your environment shapes you more than motivation ever will. If you're surrounded by takers, you'll turn into a depleted shell. If you're surrounded by losers with no ambition, you'll shrink to make them comfortable. If you're surrounded by emotional black holes, you'll collapse with them. You need people who challenge you, correct you, add to you, inspire you, push you, respect you. Cut out the rest without hesitation. Not slowly. Not politely. Quickly. Your future depends on who you allow near you. 6. Step 6. Learn the power of being unavailable. Being too available is the easiest way to become irrelevant. You need to break that pattern. Be harder to reach. Take time before you respond. Disappear when you need to recharge. Say no without guilt. Take breaks without explanation. Watch how fast people start respecting your time once you show it's not cheap. Your availability should be earned, not assumed. 7. Step 7. Rebuild your identity. Right now, half of who you are is built on what others needed you to be. Erase that version. Create a new identity based on your goals, your standards, your peace, your values, your ambitions. And here's the tough part. You must stop caring how people react. You're not responsible for their disappointment. You're only responsible for your life. Once you rebuild your identity, people will call you selfish. Ignore it. People who benefited from your self-destruction will always hate your self-respect. 8. Step 8. Raise the price of access. This is not about arrogance. It's about standards. Everyone should not get access to your time, emotions, energy, advice, loyalty, availability. These things are premium. Start treating them like premium. You're not expensive. People are just too cheap to afford the real you. 9. Step 9. Master the art of walking away. Your biggest weakness is staying longer than you should. You stay in toxic friendships. You stay in draining dynamics. You stay in places where you're undervalued. You stay because you hope things will change. They won't. Walking away isn't giving up, it's leveling up. And once you learn to leave without arguing, begging, or explaining, you become untouchable. Because nothing is more dangerous than a person who finally puts themselves first. 10. The final reality check. You can't keep wasting yourself for others and expect your life to magically improve. The world doesn't reward self-sacrifice. It rewards clarity, strength, and self-respect. Here's the real truth. If you don't prioritize yourself, your future dies in advance. If you don't protect your energy, your potential never activates. If you don't stop pouring into the wrong people, you'll never become who you're meant to be. This video is your blueprint. Not theory, not emotional comfort. Real, actionable strategy. Follow it, and you'll stop living as a tool for others and start living as a force for yourself.